Milo's magical Paris adventure. In the heart of Paris, where the Eiffel Tower glimmers and the Seine flows with stories, a little mouse named Milo dreams of adventure beyond the walls of his cozy home. When he discovers a magical map leading to the enchanting amusement park, Le Parc de Rêves, Milo sets off on a whimsical journey filled with laughter, friendship, and bravery. Join Milo as he navigates this fantastical world, meeting unforgettable characters and overcoming challenges along the way. In a snug little burrow beneath a bustling Parisian cafe, Milo, the tiny mouse with shimmering fur and bright, twinkling eyes, peeks out from his hole. He watches the world go by, dreaming of adventures beyond his cozy walls. Today, his heart races with excitement as he decides it's finally time to explore the wonders of Paris. Milo scurries out into the vibrant streets, his little feet pattering against the cobblestones. He dodges the bustling feet of passers-by, marveling at the towering buildings adorned with flowers. The air is filled with the aroma of fresh baguettes and sweet pastries. With every corner he turns, there's something new to see. A street artist painting, a baker displaying his delicious treats. As he wanders, Milo's eyes widen in disbelief when he stumbles upon the grand entrance of an amusement park. Bright lights twinkle like stars, and laughter fills the air. He stands frozen for a moment, taking in the giant Ferris wheel, the colorful carousel, and the scent of popcorn wafting through the air. This is the adventure he's been dreaming of. With a flutter of excitement in his heart, Milo dashes toward the towering Ferris wheel. He hops into a small gondola, and as it begins to rise, he gasps at the breathtaking view of the entire city of Paris sprawling beneath him. The rooftops glisten in the sun, and the Seine sparkles like a ribbon of jewels. While enjoying the view, Milo notices a young girl sitting nearby. Luna, with her sketchbook in hand, drops her pencil. Milo, ever so brave, scurries over and returns it. Luna laughs, delighted to see the little mouse. Their friendship begins with a smile as she shares her sketches of the park. Just then, a cheeky squirrel named Rue leaped down from a nearby tree, landing right beside Milo. "What's up, tiny adventurer?" Rue chirped, twitching his bushy tail. With a sparkle in his eye, Rue introduced himself, offering to show Milo and his new friend, Luna, a young artist, all the best spots in the park. The trio wasted no time rushing to the colorful carousel, its painted horses galloping up and down in a merry dance. Milo hopped onto a small, vibrant horse, his heart racing with joy. The music played a lively tune, filling the air with excitement. He squeaked with delight as they spun around, the world blurring in a whirl of colors, while Luna sketched the scene with her nimble fingers. Next, they stumbled upon a delightful snack stand filled with tempting treats. Milo's nose twitched at the sight of cheese cubes, each more delicious than the last. He couldn't resist, and the trio indulged in a delightful cheese-tasting adventure, giggling as they shared their favorites. "This one's a hit," Milo squeaked, his eyes twinkling with pleasure. Suddenly, a sneaky park cat named Gaston appeared, eyes locked on Milo. In playful panic, the three friends darted off, leading to a comical chase through the park. They zigzagged between rides, with Milo darting just out of reach, squeaking with laughter all the way. Finally, they found themselves in front of a stage where Madame Fleur, the park manager and a retired magician, was performing a magic show. With her colorful scarf fluttering, she wowed the audience with her tricks, disappearing coins and floating scarves. Milo sat mesmerized, his eyes gleaming with wonder, believing in the magic of dreams that seemed to shimmer in the Parisian air. Feeling brave, Milo, Luna, and Rue decide to enter the haunted house. Inside, They are greeted with amusing scares, friendly ghosts, and silly sound effects. They laugh and scream in delight, Milo clutching on a Luna's sketchbook as they make their way through the spooky fun. Milo clung to Luna's sketchbook as they laughed and shrieked, the eerie atmosphere more enchanting than frightening. Their bond of friendship strengthened. They ventured on a treasure hunt. Rue, ever the playful planner, drew a map on the back of Luna's sketch. They darted between rides and stalls, uncovering trinkets left by others. Each discovery met with cheers and giggles. In a quiet haven away from the clamor, they discovered a majestic mural. Luna, with an artist's glint in her eyes, decided to paint the memory. Milo and Rue, eager to be muses, struck goofy poses that had Luna in stitches. Her artwork came alive with the colors of their day. Suddenly, a wisp of wind whisked a bunch of balloons into Milo's paws. With a flurry and a squeak, he found himself airborne. Rue and Luna sprinted below, their eyes wide with a mix of concern and hilarity that it's a whimsical ride until Luna cleverly untangles him, and they all laugh at the unexpected thrill. As he floated down gently, he was met by Luna's beaming face. "You were a real balloon mouse," she giggled, her compassion immediately drawing her to him. They sat down for a brief rest, sharing stories about their favorite rides, as Milo felt a warm glow of happiness. Soon Rue, a cheeky squirrel brimming with energy, joined the duo. Luna laid out a cozy picnic blanket in the park, and the three feasted on pastries and cheese. Milo shared his favorite varieties, Rue nibbled on nuts, and laughter filled the air as they swapped stories, feeling as if they'd known each other forever. Their adventure led them to a mesmerizing musical fountain, bursting with music and light. Milo and Rue danced with delight, their feet splashing in the water, while Luna twirled, her skirt swaying to the enchanting melody. The joy was contagious, drawing smiles from everyone nearby. Spying colorful kites soaring high above, Rue led them to an area where kites danced in the breeze. Milo squeaked with excitement as he held the string, his heart racing with the thrill of flight. Together, they joined in, their kite weaving and dipping joyfully. Their next discovery was a whimsical chocolate factory ride, irresistible to Milo. Sneaking in, laughter echoed in the sweet-smelling air as they emerged splattered with chocolate. Covered in chocolate, the trio burst into laughter. Milo, with chocolate-coated whiskers, declared, "Best day ever." They create chocolate masterpieces, using their hands as paintbrushes, enjoying the delightful mess. Navigating through a sea of legs and feet, they stumbled upon a little child, tears streaming down innocent cheeks, lost in the crowd. Milo, small but with a heart full of courage, squeaked gently and nudged the child's foot. He twitched his whiskers, sending a message of encouragement. Luna, understanding instantly, nodded reassuringly, holding the child's hand. Rue danced around playfully, lifting spirits. The trio guided the child back to their family, earning warm hugs and smiles, a moment shared in gratitude. As they continued, the group found themselves inside a mirror maze. The reflective corridors twisted and warped their images, creating a tangled reality. Giggles erupted as they bumped into reflections, Milo fascinated with countless images of himself, each a slightly different version. The maze was a world of laughter, each turn revealing a new, delightful surprise. Night began to weave its way into the sky, transforming the park with shimmering lights. The once familiar surroundings turned into a realm of magic, with tiny lights glittering like fallen stars. Milo, Luna, and Rue stood entranced, their eyes wide with wonder at this enchanting world they had stepped into. the transformation seeming as if straight from a dream. Seeking the day's grand finale, they sprinted to the Ferris wheel. As it rose into the Parisian night, the city unfolded beneath them like a glowing tapestry. The Eiffel Tower stood majestically, its lights dancing across the skyline. Milo felt his heart swell. The view was a testament to belonging, a part of this luminous city. Drawn by a melody, they followed it to a lively circle of street performers. Music filled the air, and without hesitation, Milo, Luna, and Rue joined the joyous celebration. They sang, danced, and it wasn't long before their laughter and voices mixed with the lively tunes, echoing through the park and creating a contagious joy that spread to all who watched. Feeling adventurous, Milo proposed a cheese scavenger hunt. Enthralled, Luna and Rue agreed, and the trio embarked on a whimsical cheese quest around the park. With Milo leading the way, they navigated riddles and uncovered delightful cheeses, each clue drawing them closer and filling their hearts with joy. Their adventure led them to the heart of the city, where a dazzling parade unfolded before their eyes. Dancers spun in vibrant costumes, and floats drenched in twinkling lights glided past. Milo, Luna, and Rue cheered, caught in the magic of the Starlight Parade. As the day faded into the evening, fireworks burst over the Eiffel Tower, painting the sky in shades of silver, gold, and crimson. From their perfect viewing spot, they watched in awe as the night sky was transformed, each explosion mirrored in their wide eyes. The mesmerizing scene was interrupted when they spotted a small child searching frantically for a lost toy. Milo, ever sensitive to distress, rallied his friends, and together they combed the area. Discovering the toy under a bench, they returned it to the child, their hearts swelling at the sight of the grateful smile. Just as they thought the day couldn't offer more surprises, dark clouds gathered swiftly. A sudden downpour led them to shelter under a large awning. They huddled close, laughter echoing as they watched the raindrops dance, turning the park into a shimmering wonderland. In every cloud's silver lining, they found friendship and adventure anew, their spirits unyielded by the storm's touch. They dashing into a cozy cafe for refuge. He was enveloped by the warm smell of fresh pastries. Inside, he encountered Luna, a clever young girl who was on a trip to Paris with her family. She had an imaginative flair and loved to sketch everything her curious eyes laid upon. Her artistic nature was matched by her compassion, and she was immediately drawn to the little mouse scurrying underfoot. As Milo tried to dry his tiny paws, a cheeky squirrel named Rue scampered in. Rue was energetic and always ready for fun, living life one jump at a time in the park nearby. The rain had driven him into the cafe as well, sparking a chance meeting with Milo and Luna. Inside the cafe, they found a friendly waiter who served them warm croissants, his eyes twinkling with kindness. Noticing Milo, the waiter presented a tiny cheese platter as a special treat. Milo's eyes sparkled with gratitude, and he shared the cheese with his new friends, their laughter filling the cafe as they enjoyed their unexpected feast together. The cafe buzzed with warmth, camaraderie, and the promise of blossoming friendship. Once the rain stopped, the trio decided to explore together. They stumbled upon a charming little train that took visitors on a whimsical tour of the park. They hopped on with wide-eyed excitement, giggling as the train chugged along, revealing hidden nooks and crannies filled with wonder. Inspired by the day's adventure, Luna pulled out her sketchbook. Each stroke of her pencil captured the essence of their magical journey. The rides, the laughter, and the bonds forged amidst the mirth and magic of Paris. Milo and Rue couldn't resist striking silly poses, making Luna giggle and capturing their antics on paper. As they ventured back outside, an unexpected challenge emerged. Rue, ever the adventurous squirrel, got stuck in a low branch. With quick thinking, Milo and Luna worked together to free him, pulling and tugging until Rue was free. Standing together, they burst into laughter, realizing how teamwork turned a small mishap into another charming memory. The atmosphere was electric as lights danced across the facade and reflections in the funhouse mirrors twisted their images into whimsical shapes. Laughter echoed as they found themselves in a maze of mirrors, looking at their stretched and squished reflections. Milo giggled like never before, feeling at home among his friends. As the playful chaos subsided, Milo, ever the leader, spontaneously burst into dance, his feet moving to a tune only he could hear. Luna, with a laugh, joined him, sketching their joyous expressions in her mind. Rue, not one to be left out, bounced around them with wild energy, turning the moment into an impromptu dance party. The park soon filled with people joining in, a joyous celebration under the stars. After dancing until their feet were sore, the trio collapsed on the grass, catching their breath. It was then that Luna noticed something intriguing, an old map sticking out from a crack in the pathway. With a sense of curiosity, they unfolded it. It was a treasure map. Milo's eyes gleamed with adventure as he vowed to lead the quest. The path took them through winding paths and over tiny bridges, each step filled with giggles and anticipation of what lay ahead. Finally, they stumbled upon a hidden garden, bursting with blooming flowers and glistening with sparkling lights. The sight took their breath away, and they danced once more, twirling between blossoms. Spying a water slide nearby, they couldn't resist the temptation. Laughter echoed through the air as they raced to the top and shrieked with excitement, plunging down into a splash pool below. Milo emerged soaking wet but grinning from ear to ear, already eager for the next adventure. Feeling competitive, Milo challenged Rue to a race up the climbing wall. They scampered up like lightning, encouraging each other with cheers. At the top, they high-fived, proud of their victory, and took a moment to enjoy the stunning view before descending. As night deepened, they sat in a circle and made a friendship pact, promising to remain friends forever, no matter where life's adventures took them. Clasping tiny paws and hands, they shared dreams for the future, feeling the warmth and strength of their bond. Suddenly, a downpour surprised them, but instead of dampening their spirits, it turned into a playful moment. Scrambling for cover under a large leaf, they watched the rain dance around them, laughter bubbling up from within. They find a cozy spot with flickering candles where people are celebrating. Milo, a curious and adventurous little mouse. Luna, a clever and artistic young girl visiting Paris with her family. Rue, a cheeky and energetic squirrel. Milo and his friends are invited to join, and they share stories and laughter, feeling the warmth of community in the air. While exploring, Milo's eyes caught sight of a toy wedged in a storm drain. As the wind whispered encouragement, his heart raced, spurred by an unexpected resolve. He ventured down, maneuvering through shadows, and with a deft tug, freed the toy. Triumphantly, he returned it to a nearby child, basking in a newfound sense of courage and accomplishment. As twilight descended, magic unfolded. Milo, Luna, and Rue stumbled upon a glow-in-the-dark party hidden within the park. The world was alive with luminous accessories, a kaleidoscope of colors painting the night. They joined the revelry, their laughter resonating as they danced beneath a starry expanse, momentarily feeling as if the universe itself was their playground. But time, as it inevitably does, slipped through their fingers. As the park began to close, a gentle sadness swelled within. They gathered at a central square where twinkling lights mirrored their memories, a testament to the day's magical journey. Choosing to savor the evening's enchantment, they embarked on a final Ferris wheel ride. As the wheel creaked upward, they gazed down at the park, a tapestry of joyful moments and newfound courage. The view was a bittersweet reminder of the day's adventures and the bonds forged against a backdrop of luminous wonder. Their grand farewell was marked by a delightful goodbye party. Milo, ever the generous host, provided cheese, while Luna's sketches narrated their escapades. They laughed, a symphony of shared happiness filling the air. Leaning into the warmth of their memories, they wished the day could stretch into eternity. With tiny cups filled with juice, they raised a toast to their friendship. To new adventures, they cheered, their eyes sparkling with joy and promise. The warmth of their bond filled the air, and they couldn't help but smile. As the time to leave approached, Milo felt a twinge of sadness. He looked at his friends, knowing this day had changed him forever. He hugged Luna and Rue tightly, feeling grateful for their companionship. With a heartfelt promise, they vowed to meet again for more adventures. "I'll always remember today," Milo declared, his heart full. They shared excited plans for future escapades, their spirits bright. Before they parted ways, they hopped on the carousel one last time, their laughter ringing out into the night. Milo closed his eyes, feeling the magic of the day wrap around him, a warm embrace of joy. Luna handed Milo a small piece of cheese as a parting gift. "For your journey home," she smiled, and he beamed with gratitude. It was a sweet reminder of their adventures together. As the sun began to set, Milo, standing at the entrance, took a moment to express his gratitude. "Thank you for the best day ever," he squeaked, his voice filled with emotion. His friends' smiles reflected their shared joy. The park slowly emptied, the lights dimmed, and the atmosphere shifted to a peaceful calm. Milo watched with a fond heart, knowing this magical place would always hold a piece of his adventurous spirit. As the park closed, Milo began his journey home, scurrying through the now quiet streets of Paris. The city glowed softly in the moonlight, and he felt a sense of belonging, reflecting on the laughter and friendship he found, knowing this day would stay with him forever. Arriving back at his cozy burrow, Milo snuggled into his little nest. His heart raced with excitement as he closed his eyes, dreaming of the day's magical moments and the friends he made. As he drifted off to sleep, Milo dreamed of new adventures, of exploring more corners of Paris with Luna and Rue. His dreams sparkled with promise, reminding us all that even the smallest creatures can embark on the grandest journeys. As the sun began to dip behind the Eiffel Tower, casting a golden haze over the city, Milo realized something profound. Adventure, he mused, wasn't just about discovering new sights but sharing them with friends. He had never felt braver or more alive. As Luna waved goodbye and Rue scampered up a tree, Milo scampered back to his warm, snug home. He nestled into his bed of soft papers, dreams of Parisian adventures swirling in his mind. He knew that tomorrow would bring new escapades, for Paris was a city of endless possibilities. And as long as he had friends like Luna and Rue, he could conquer anything.